fatigue, brain fog, sudden dizziness. Sound familiar? Most of us tend to blame it on age or the weather. But what if I told you the cause might be much simpler, and something you can fix in just minutes? And it's a cause that's often overlooked. Today we'll explore 3 surprising, yet crucial reasons why staying hydrated after 60 isn't just a good idea. It's absolutely essential for your well-being. And trust me, one of these reasons will genuinely surprise you. It's simple knowledge about hydration that could help you avoid serious health consequences. Let's start at the beginning. Why does this become so critical, especially after age 60? It's because as we age, our bodies start to play a bit of a trick on us. The brain's thirst center, which usually tells us, hey, time for a drink, becomes less sensitive. You could be dehydrated without even realizing it. What's more, our body composition also changes. Muscles, which are great at storing water, gradually give way to other tissues. Simply put, your body's internal water sensor becomes less reliable, and its storage tank for water gets smaller. And that's precisely when subtle problems start to emerge. All right, let's talk about reason number 1. It's the most crucial, and arguably the most unsettling. Your brain literally shrivels without enough water. Sounds like something out of a horror movie, doesn't it? But it's remarkably close to the truth. Our brain is roughly 75% water. Water is its natural element, the essential medium where all its processes occur. Imagine an ordinary sponge. When it's saturated with water, it's soft, flexible, and easily conforms to any shape. Now picture a dry, shriveled sponge. It becomes stiff, brittle, and essentially useless. Something similar happens to our brain cells when they lack sufficient fluid. The connections between neurons, those electrical impulses that generate our thoughts, memories, and body commands, begin to slow down. Signal transmission becomes like rush-hour traffic on a congested highway. Everything moves, but very slowly and inefficiently. And what do we feel as a result? That infamous brain fog. It's walking into a room and completely forgetting why you went there. Or when you try to recall the name of a familiar actor, and it's right on the tip of your tongue, but just won't come to you. Decreased concentration, impaired short-term memory, sudden irritability, and a feeling of fatigue without a clear cause. All of these can be direct signals from your brain, crying out for water. And here's the most insidious part. You don't need to feel like you've just crossed a desert to experience this. Losing just 1 or 2% of your body fluid is enough to significantly diminish your mental abilities. You might not even feel intensely thirsty, but your brain will already be operating in emergency mode, conserving resources. Once you hit 60, this issue becomes even more pronounced. Sometimes, symptoms of mild dehydration can be mistakenly attributed to the first signs of serious age-related illnesses. People start to worry, searching for complex causes, when in reality, they simply need to regulate their fluid intake. Try a simple experiment. Next time you feel your brain isn't firing on all cylinders and your thoughts are muddled, don't rush for coffee. Instead, drink a large glass of clean, warm water. Wait 15 to 20 minutes. You'll be surprised how much clearer your head feels. That's your brain simply saying, thank you. All right, we've got the brain covered. Now let's talk about the second crucial reason, one that affects every single movement you make, the health of your joints and muscles. Here, water's importance cannot be overstated. It's our body's natural, internal lubricant. Imagine old door hinges that haven't been oiled in ages. What do? Exactly. They screech terribly. Your joints tell a very similar story. Inside every joint, whether it's your knee, shoulder, or hip, there's a special synovial fluid. It acts as both a shock absorber and a lubricant. This fluid prevents bones from grinding against each other, ensuring smooth, pain-free movement. And the foundation of this remarkable fluid? Water. When your body is dehydrated, it acts like a very thrifty landlord. It begins reallocating water from areas it deems less crucial for immediate survival. And your joint capsules are one of those places. This means less joint lubrication, a thinning protective layer, and increased bone-on-bone friction. What do we feel then? That familiar crunching sound in your knees when you squat, aches and pains in your shoulders, morning stiffness that takes several minutes to work out. We often attribute this to age, arthritis, or even the weather, but very often your joints are simply screaming, "Give me water," and that's not all. Let's not forget your muscles. They're also composed of 70 to 80% water. Dehydration disrupts your body's electrolyte balance. Crucial minerals like potassium, sodium, and magnesium. These are responsible for proper muscle fiber contraction and relaxation. When this balance is off, your muscles start acting unpredictably. They might contract involuntarily, suddenly, and very painfully. Are you familiar with that sharp, cramping pain in your calf muscle that can wake you up in the middle of the night? That's a muscle spasm or cramp, and one of the most common causes of this extremely unpleasant phenomenon is simply a lack of water throughout the day. So, by maintaining your water balance, you're not just quenching your thirst. You are literally lubricating your entire musculoskeletal system, protecting your joints from wear and tear, and sparing yourself from agonizing muscle spasms. And finally, the third reason, perhaps the most overlooked, is something many of us don't even consider. Water is the best friend and helper for your kidneys, and surprisingly, for your medications too. Let's be honest, once we reach our 60s, it's rare to find someone who isn't taking some kind of medication. Some take pills to regulate blood pressure, others for heart support, and many to control blood sugar. And that's perfectly normal. But what we often overlook is that every medication, beyond its active components, also creates breakdown products that your body must process and eliminate. And who's the unsung hero in this entire process? Our kidneys, of course. They're incredibly hard-working filters, tirelessly cleansing your blood of toxins, waste, and everything else your body doesn't need, 24/7. Now picture trying to clean a heavily soiled filter with only a few drops of water. Would that be effective? Absolutely not. In the same way, our kidneys need plenty of fluid to do their job efficiently. A lot of fluid. When there isn't enough water, your blood becomes thicker, and the concentration of toxins in it rises. This dramatically increases the burden on your kidneys. They're forced to work overtime, straining to keep up with their vital tasks. Prolonged dehydration can lead to very unpleasant consequences, from the formation of kidney stones to the development of chronic kidney failure. And these aren't just empty words. This is a real threat to your health, one that's surprisingly easy to prevent. But that's not the whole story. Water doesn't just influence how your body eliminates medications. It also impacts their effectiveness. For a pill to start working, it needs to dissolve, and be absorbed into your bloodstream. When there's a lack of fluid, these processes slow down considerably. Your medication might then work less potently or with a significant delay. You might take a headache pill, only for it to start working an hour later. Or you take a medication for blood pressure, and it simply doesn't deliver the expected effect. It's a paradox, isn't it? We take medications to improve our health. But due to insufficient water, we're not only overloading our kidneys, but also diminishing the very benefits of the treatment itself. Therefore, whenever you take any medication, always remember this simple rule. Wash it down with a full glass of plain water, and throughout the day, make sure to drink enough to help your body both absorb what it needs and effectively flush out what it doesn't. In this context, water isn't just a beverage, it's a crucial component of your overall treatment and well-being. And now for something truly important. Pause for a moment and consider this. Brain fog, joint pain, persistent fatigue, even blood pressure issues. We're often told, "What do you expect? It's just age." But in reality, very often it's not age at all. It's your body crying out for help. It's simple, yet dangerous. Dehydration, often disguised as dozens of other health problems. Realizing this gives you an incredibly simple and free tool to dramatically improve your well-being. It's not a magic pill, but it's the fundamental foundation. Without it, medications, vitamins, and even healthy eating won't truly work effectively. Simply preventing dehydration can radically transform your quality of life. So, supporting brain function, lubricating your joints, and assisting your kidneys and medications. These are the three pillars your health relies on, especially after 60, and all of them require just one simple thing: a glass of pure water. Thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. If you found this information new and useful, please support us with a like and subscribe to the channel. It truly helps us create more videos. Now a question for you. Have you noticed feeling better when you drink more water? Or perhaps you have your own secret for remembering to stay hydrated throughout the day. Please share your experience in the comments below. Let's discuss it together.